Welcome to the channel. Today on the Maple Gunner, part 2 of basic pistol fundamentals and drills. This was only supposed to be one video. However, when I got home, I discovered during editing that I had some audio issues. So it has to be a two-part video. So today we're going to focus on basic drills. That being said, let's get started. The first drill I'm going to do is going to help improve accuracy. It's going to identify flinching prior to the shot being fired, as well as focusing on trigger finger discipline. The way I'm going to conduct this drill is I'm going to draw my pistol, I'm going to load and make ready, I'm going to eject the magazine, then I'm going to reholster my pistol. So at this point, there will be a round in the chamber, but no magazine. Then I'm going to draw my pistol, punch out, depress the trigger, the round will go off, the pistol will cycle. When it settles back down, because there's no magazine in the pistol, the slide will not lock to the rear. So when I depress the trigger again, it's just going to click. And what I want to see when I'm doing this is I want to see my pistol perfectly still. I don't want to see any movement in my pistol. If I'm doing that, I'm not flinching before the shot being fired, and also I'm conducting proper trigger finger discipline. So I'm going to show that a couple times. Okay, that's how the drill is done. And as you noticed, I wasn't going for speed, I was going for smooth and steady. So we'll do that one more time. The second time I conducted that drill, I noticed my pistol was shaking a little bit. I believe this was due to me not having a proper bend in my elbows and pushing out a little too far. So make sure that when you're conducting these drills, you're following all the fundamentals that I mentioned in my previous video. And that's what practicing is all about, is building up that muscle memory, repetition, and you improve. And from there, you can speed up. Alright, for the next drill, I'm going to be loading my pistol with a full magazine, reholstering, then I'll draw, punch out, take 2 shots, back to the high ready, and reholster. The idea now is taking to the next step. That second trigger pull is going to fire a second round this time. So ideally, when I fire the first shot and my pistol settles back down, it should be at my original point of aim. And when I depress the trigger and firing the second shot, that second round should be very close to the first round. So I'll show you how to do that drill a couple times. Again, I'm not going for speed. I'm practicing. I'm going for a nice, smooth, clean draw. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. As you get better and improve that muscle memory, again, you're going to be able to speed up and keep all the fundamentals in practice and properly get those 2 shots on target where you want them. Okay, one more time. The next drill I'm going to practice and show you is how to do a reload. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load my pistol, make ready. I'm going to eject the loaded magazine, put an empty magazine in my pistol, and reholster. That way I have 1 round in the chamber and an empty magazine in the pistol. From here, I'm going to draw, punch out, depress the trigger, fire that shot. The slide's going to lock to the rear because there's an empty magazine in the pistol. So from there, I'm going to bring my pistol back to the high ready. I'm going to can a little bit left, check the chamber, eject the magazine, can a bit right, draw my fresh magazine, reload, punch out, and take 2 more shots. All right, I want to discuss just 2 points. When you have your magazines in your mag pouches, you want to always ensure, that's a mag, this one. You want to always ensure that you have your magazines orientated such that the projectiles, the bullets, are facing forward. And you want to have them all the same way. The reason for this is you're going to have more positive control over your magazine, and you're going to be able to load each and every magazine exactly the same way. Now when you draw your magazine, you're going to reach down and your index finger is going to come right in front of the magazine. And you're going to grab the right side with your thumb, and then your fingers on the left side. And when you pull that out, it's going to look like that. And then when you go to load, as you can see, my index finger is steadying the magazine. I have nice positive control. And when I go to push into the mag well, I'm going to move that finger, and then the palm of my hand is going to slam that magazine home. That's going to give you a much faster reload. The second point is when your slide's locked to the rear, you can get your slide forward one of 2 ways. You put your fresh magazine in, you can hit the slide lock, slide release, slide will go forward. The other method is reaching over top with your support hand, grabbing the slide, power stroking it, and let it go forward. Both ways are going to get the slide forward, loading your next round. The way I was originally taught, you always used the slide release. Over time, I've come to believe that it doesn't matter which method you use. It's going to be the method that works best for you. Everyone's got different size hands. All pistols are slightly different. So when you get that fresh magazine loaded in, you do you. Either use the slide release, reach over top, power stroke. Whatever's the most efficient, quickest way for you to continue getting rounds downrange. So now I'm going to show you that drill a couple times. And before I get, I'm going to put my ear pro on. I have tinnitus already and I don't need it getting any worse. Okay, we'll do that one more time. And again, we don't want to cheat ourselves, so you want to practice all the fundamentals from the stance, the draw, everything. When you're practicing, you want to get the most out of your practice during your range time. Okay, since, well, this mag might be empty. Let's check right around in there. Okay, I do have a round in there. Okay, so I have a round in the chamber and an empty mag. Okay, the next drill is going to be practicing how to conduct immediate remedial actions. What this means is what you're going to do when the gun goes click instead of bang. For this drill, you're going to need some dummy rounds. In this case, I'm using snap caps. These are made by Tipton. I'll bring it in nice and close, you can see it. Just a plastic round, brass in the back, and then there's a little spring inside. That's all that is. So, how I have my magazine loaded for this drill. I have 2 live rounds, followed by 2 dummy rounds. Then a live round, a dummy round, 2 live rounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my pistol, load, make ready, reholster. From there, I'm going to draw my pistol, punch out, fire 2 rounds, back to the high ready, reholster. Draw again, punch out, fire 2 rounds, fire 1 round, and the gun is going to cycle, depress the trigger, click. That's my dummy round. Now what do I need to do? From there, I'm going to do what's called tap and rack. So, I'm going to bring my pistol back to the high ready, tilt to the right a bit, tap the bottom of the magazine with the palm of my hand, ensuring the magazine is properly seated, turn it slightly to the left, pull back on the slide, eject that dummy round, and make sure the chamber is clear, let the slide go forward, punch back out, fire that second round. Then I'm going to reholster. From here, I'm going to draw again, punch out, click. So I'm going to bring back in, tap, rack, punch back out, click. Oh, 2 clicks in a row. What this means is you could have some ammunition. So if you get 2 clicks in a row, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop the magazine and get a fresh one in there so I can keep getting rounds downrange. So after my second click, I'm going to bring the pistol back in, release the magazine, can a bit to the left, pull the slide to the rear, check, make sure the chamber's empty, no obstruction. Can to the right, insert new magazine, get that slide forward, punch back out, take 2 rounds. Actually, not 2 rounds, 2 shots. I'm fumbling on my words today. Okay, so we don't need this now. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do this drill a couple times. So I'm going to do that drill one more time. Okay, the last drill I'm going to show you today is taking shots at a distance. So for this drill, I'm going to have my target at 25 meters. You can push it out farther than that. depending on the level of training you want to achieve for shooting at a distance. So the way this drill is going to work, the draw is going to be slightly different from the other drills. So I'm going to load and make ready, reholster my pistol. From here, when I draw and I marry up my support hand with my shooting hand of the pistol, instead of punching out, I'm going to bring it straight up, eye level, and then punch out. Take 2 shots, straight back, and reholster. The reason why I'm bringing the pistol straight up at eye level is because the target's much further away, and it's easier for me to get my sights on target quicker by having the pistol at eye level when I punch out. Now this is going to be a little slower process than just punching out, but it will get your sights on the target faster and your rounds on the target faster. So I'll show you how to do that drill a couple times. Okay, that time when I came back, I dipped my pistol down, so when you bring it back, ensure it comes straight back. Okay, that time when I came back, I dipped my pistol down, so when you bring it back, ensure it comes straight back. So that's a few drills you can use for improving your proficiency with your pistol. Now I know there's many drills out there, and these are just a few. If there's any specific drills you like to use when you're at the range training, I'd really love to hear about them. The different types of drills and the variants would help me improve my pistol marksmanship. Again, I'm sorry that this is a 2-part video. It was supposed to be one, but due to unforeseen circumstances, here we are. Also, another good tip is to bring a notebook to the range. In this notebook, you can write down what type of training you want to do and the goals you want to reach before you get to the range. That way, when you get to the range, you have a good solid idea of what you want to do, and you're not wasting that precious range time thinking things up on the fly while you're at the range. Also, if you're doing any shooting drills under timings, you can record your timings as well. That way the next time you come out and you're putting yourself on time drills again, you can see your progress and if you're improving. Now you don't have to get a fancy FMP like this, but I do recommend getting a Right in the Rain notepad. It has a special type of paper that's not going to disintegrate if it's getting wet, if it's raining. I just use a pencil. However, you can get fancy pens. They're called Right in the Rain pens. I think they're $20, $30, but I've been using a pencil for years and it works fine for me. I really I'm slurring again. I really appreciate you staying to the end of this video. And the best way to help the channel out, as always right now, is by liking, commenting, and subscribing. I also enjoy reading and responding to your comments, so please keep them coming. That being said, thanks for watching. Get out there and get good.